I think we all need a little serenity in this crazy world. Who could have guessed that would be this weird right now? Who would have ever guessed? Now, I put in the comments that if you get something out of this and it's something that, hey, that was helpful, I put my PayPal address in there. And if you want to give a little tip in the tip jar, then what I'll do is every time I get $10, I will write a thank you note and give the $10 to someone on the front line, someone like the grocery store clerk or the person giving takeout that we go to get, or somebody at the drive-through at the bank, because they really are kind of putting it all out there and putting their health and safety on the line just to keep things going for us. So if you think it's helpful and you want to leave a little tip, great. And if you don't feel that you want to do that, that's fine too. This is just 5 minutes to help you out a little bit. So first thing is, we've got all this stress and worrying about what's going to happen and everything happening. And one thing I find myself doing is if I concentrate on too much on it, or if I end up watching too much news, I also end up breathing very shallowly. So one thing that you can do is take some time and just deep breathe. And some of you might have Fitbits or iWatches, and I don't know about iWatches, but my Fitbit has a little app on it that can actually guide you through this. But one thing you can do is just breathe in through your nose and take a deep breath and then let it out through your mouth. So let's just deep breathe for a little bit together. You will be surprised at how well you feel, how good you feel. So deep breath through your nose and let it go. And inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, big one through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. So if you find yourself feeling tense, worked up, stressed out, you can take a deep breathing breath. You can do that. First, turn the news off, and then take a deep breathing breath, because it really, really does help. Now, the second thing I wanted to emphasize during this 5 minutes of serenity is knowing what you can control in this whole situation and what you can't. The things that you can control, those are the things that you want to concentrate on. The things that you cannot control, you have to let it go. And some people say, let go and let God. You just have to let it go, because there is nothing you can do. For example, you cannot control the fact that we are having a global pandemic. You don't have any control over that right now. None whatsoever. So you have to let that go. What you can control is your outlook, your attitude about what you're going to do to control what you can do. You cannot control others' reactions to this. And there's going to be a whole host of reactions, from people being really freaked out and scared, to people being, calm about it, to people saying, it's nothing, I'm just going to go about my life and do things the way I always did. You can't control what other people do, but you can control what you do. You can keep your house clean. You can disinfect when you bring your groceries in. You can stay out of crowds and do your 6-foot distancing, but you can't control what other people are doing and saying. You can't control how long this will last. We have no idea, but you can control how kind you are to other people and how you treat other people when you do have to go out into the public. Be nice to that grocery store clerk. Be nice to the people that you come in contact with when you have to go out, because they need a little kindness too. You can't control how much toilet paper's in the store. You can't control that. But you can control your own social distancing. So think about the things that you can control and control those. You can turn off the news. You can not look at social media so much. You can find fun things to do when you're at home by yourself, or productive things to do. That's why one of the reasons I started this up again, because I figure maybe some of the tips I give you will be helpful to you. But there are things you cannot control, and those you just have to let go. So there's my 5 minutes of serenity. If this was helpful to you, click on my PayPal link or just type it in somewhere, and donate a few dollars. And when I get 10, I'll give it to somebody in the front lines.